puts in, and I would love to see a yellow bike out there.
As far as that guy's question, no, I do not think other riders will head to Europe. I do not think so. I think that RV is going there to fulfill a contract, and he wants to race something different to get him motivated, to get him going. And
do you think he's going to go there halfway through and go, what the fuck did I get myself
into?
Yeah,
I've already told him that.
Because, dude, I mean, like Eli said, these guys are no joke.
Dude, you have to give the sand and the mud races to Tony. Just give them to him. Like, I love RV. He's badass.
Well, how could you say that when you had Paul Lynn just freaking kill those guys? And he's not even their best guy. You got DeSalle.
Caroli was on a 250F.
I know that.
And he was coming until he crashed. Like, he was going to... I don't think he would have caught Paul Lynn, but he would have got close.
I agree. I agree.
And they raced this year.
And if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle.
Paul Lynn and AC raced 17 rounds of the World Championships. Antonio's got the title.
I understand. He has a lot of titles, but I'm just saying.
8 of them.
DeSalle's right there.
Yeah.
How many does he have? 8?
Caroli, yeah.
Good for him, man. Antonio.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I just like, dude. I hope RV goes over there and crushes those guys. But realistically,
it's awesome.
Realistically, I mean, dude, we haven't had an American GP champion in
1994.
Bobby Moore.
1994, Bobby Moore.
I mean,
we've never had a guy at the caliber of RV go over. Never.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool. That's going to be really, really awesome to watch.
It's big.
Yeah, exactly.
It's legendary if he were to go over there.
I would almost say that I would go over there to watch a race to hang out, but nah.
No, I don't think you're going to go. I'm going to have to go, though, probably.
Yeah. Why? Why do you have to go?
Oh, I got to see this. It's going to be awesome. Super great. I have the utmost respect for Antonio Caroli. I wish all the dudes... Well, he's won... Well, not counting this year, I think he won 4 straight motos at this nation. So everyone should respect him being a badass.
You know what? I've never, I've followed his career, and I know, but I really... Because, the TV package isn't that great, and I really didn't know much about him. I kind of watched some of the teasers about his movie, and it really made me interested in his career and what's going on with him.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. And even Everett's was it's the same type of guy. I knew he was good, but then I started to watch old video of him, how fast that guy was, how he would go through ruts standing up.
Oh, yeah.
Just how gnarly he was. And I'm just like, man, it seems like the detail these guys, some of these riders have.
Yeah.
It's like, what was the deal with Tony and Stefan, with Tony and Purcell? Did they have a big battle or did they have some
they respect each other, but I don't think they're buddies. Yeah.
Okay, because there was something in one of the teasers about they didn't see eye to eye and they were on the podium one time.
Oh,
and they were
yeah, back then, yeah.
Okay.
All right, next question.
All right. There are rumors that Alessi may be going to the GPs for 15. What is your guys' opinion on that?
Never happened.
No, I heard it was from some good sources.
Oh, really?
He's going to ride for they said he's going to ride for an Italian Honda team and everything. Supercross, GPs. And that would make sense in this way. There was talk in the Canadian series that MCR, Moto Concepts, wasn't going back to Canada next year. They're going to support Mike for Supercross. And there was talk that Mike was saying, hey, to Canadian teams, I'll take you Supercross racing, Canadian rider, if you take me Canadian motocross racing next year. So maybe there's something there. It's all rumors, but maybe there's something there to Mike being over there. What if the 800 and the Villapoto line up again? Rivals, GPs.
Oh, awesome. Villapoto's going, I can't shake this guy.
He's everywhere. He can't.
Okay. You know what's crazy is that, Tony and that whole program is just so weird to me. That whole deal, I respect Mike for what he does, Mike Genova, from supporting Michael Alessi and supporting the sport and doing that and going racing, but Mike going to Europe, unless he has a solid ride, I talked to them before, about going over there and just their experiences they had. They
weren't KTM.
Yeah, they didn't. They haven't had great luck over there. They haven't had great experience. It's not like they're a fan favorite over there. It's not like it's all going to be, and then especially to go ride for an Italian Honda team.
Yeah, not Martin Honda. I heard it was something.
Okay,
else, by the way. Yeah.
Well, it's probably that team that. What's Ronnie Mack rode for?
No, that's Martin Honda.
He rode for Martin Honda?
Yeah, he rode for Martin.
And they gave him the...
well, I don't know if Ronnie did, but Jimmy Albertson did.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I just think it's kind of...
I think Mike Genova is awesome, and he's a good asset to the sport. He just needs to get rid of Tony. But he won't, and he can't, and that's the end of it.
Yeah.
And then when Mike Genova gets out of the industry, he will tell everybody, the industry fucked me, they wouldn't support me. No, they wouldn't support you because you have Tony Alessi.
He's drinking the Kool-Aid for sure. He's drinking Tony's Kool-Aid.
That's the bottom line.
And you know what? I used to have so much respect for Tony, and I've always been there. But the last year, I just kind of and I wish him nothing but the best. But at this point in time, I'm just like,
I gave the guy a chance too.
I respect Mike, what he's doing, and I like Mike Genova. I think he's a really good man, but I just sometimes I scratch my head and go, why?
Well, again, whatever. I've talked about it enough. All right, next question.
All right. Now, with RV going to Europe next year, regardless if he wins the championship or not, if he is healthy, do you think he's a candidate for the USA team?
Definitely.
Yeah.
He has the tracks. He knows the conditions.
I mean, no, it didn't matter. If RV doesn't race all year because of an injury, but he's healthy in September, he goes, you know? Here's something I'm going to write in my column. And
why don't you tell me about this?
A sneak preview for you people. Remember the whole jumping down to the 250 thing? Like, part of that, I agree with that. We should look at that. We need to change things up. We've lost. I don't know if it's we or they. I'm confused as fuck. But either we or they. I'm Canadian, but I'm going for my citizenship. I lived here for 20 years.
You live in USA. It's we.
We have lost for 3 years in a row. We need to look at the way the rider selection.
I agree.
Why does Roger not ever even look at James Stewart anymore? Now, this year, I understand lots of issues. Can't go this year. And James went in the past. But in the last 3-4 years, there's...
Let me ask you a question.
Granted, only James has only been healthy, a couple of them. But Stewart has no chance of getting on the team.
Let me ask you a question.
And he is the fastest man we have.
Has James ever been there and not won?
No.
I rest my case.
Yeah. I mean, you send RV, Dunge, and Stu. One of them rides a small bike.
Is it Roger's decision on who?
Yeah, basically. I mean, I think he consults with people, but
with when we were talking about how Roger, the team didn't lose because of Roger the same way the team didn't win because of Roger. But with that argument of Roger choosing the riders and not choosing Stewart, don't you feel he's somewhat at fault? I mean, obviously this year's different, but in the past 3 years,
no. I mean, we need to look at things.
Roger's still the man.
Yeah, but we need to look at things differently. And if one of them is putting James Stewart on the bike, if he's healthy and ready to go, then that's one of them.
Hey, you know what? At the end of the day, James Stewart, healthy, is one of the best motorcycle riders in the world, hands down.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you have that guy on the team? Why would you have that guy that had an undefeated season on anybody that has an undefeated?
He's not that James Stewart anymore. He's not that fast. He's not that dominant, but he's still pretty freaking good.
Okay, he won an outdoor national. He won 4 Supercrosses. The guy on any given day can beat anybody.
Right,
anybody.
Right.
When he's in his zone. And you know what? I guarantee you, when he goes there and he flies those colors, he is a team player and he wants to win. And
Will he wear his hat? Would he wear his hat?
He might wear it backwards, but he would wear it.
All right, next question.
All right. This one is from Jason Poulsen. Are the Americans at any disadvantage taking their product-based or production-based bikes against their quote-unquote real factory bikes?
Heck yeah.
No, I don't think so. I mean, the Euro bikes can be better. They can do anything they want. But, I mean, what are you going to do? Jump on a bike that you're unfamiliar with?
No, he's asking, are the bikes better? Are the Euro bikes better than our production bikes? I'm not saying our guys do better on their same equipment.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, yeah. I mean, I think that gap is closed from full work stuff. I mean, I think KTM runs different frames and swing arms and everything, but yeah, interesting question for sure.
This one's kind of for you, Kenny. It's at I don't even know how to say it, ALBIDP. How do you feel about, or how do the outside supporting sponsors feel about the Motocross of the Nations? Are they for it? Do they not care?
If your rider went, would they give you any extra money or help or anything?
No, probably not. Probably not. But you know what? As a team, that's something that if you have that caliber rider, that you need to put a line item in just in case you do go.
You're going to end up going next year.
So if that's the case, you need to figure out what it's going to take to get personnel there, what it's going to take, and you need to add that. So if it does come up, you're not caught, with your pants down. But I'm not trying to, keep bringing this up, but I don't know what the situation is with other sponsors and other teams, what they do. But if that is the case, and let's say you had, like Team Canada, the PulpMX helped out. I saw that shirt they did. That was cool.
Yeah, that was pumped on. I didn't expect that.
If it's a hat, okay, great. If you have sponsors, put your logos on the side of the hat. Make it a collab of.
It's getting back to the hat again.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I mean? No, that's what I'm saying. It's just like if you're outside sponsor, if Martin's sponsor wanted him to wear the hat, great. Okay.
Yeah.
Make a hat that has all the logos on it.
Right.
It was funny because he said, I don't want to keep bringing this up, and I was like, where is he going with this? And
it
just somehow went right back to the hat. I was like, oh, okay.
And I'm not. I mean, I'll say it again. I've said it all night. I'm not trying to beat Jeremy up. I'm not trying to beat his team up. I'm not trying to beat his sponsors up. But I look back at it. This is the biggest biggest race of our sport when all the countries are combined. Mm-hmm. It's the Olympics of motocross racing for us, for a fan, industry, whatever. You represent your country. You wave your country's flag. You wear. Look at his motorcycle. Mm-hmm. It's red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. His gears red, white, and blue. Okay, why? I don't get it. If we were at the Olympics, the Olympics, you would not wear any sponsor hat. And I like the way Dungey did it. Dungey went on the podium. He had a Dunlop hat on, and he had his Red Bull hat on underneath it. And he took the Dunlop hat off halfway and ran his Red Bull hat. And then he ran his USA hat. He got pictures in all of them.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Right.